So our little Coachman 29-foot Class A, it gets blown around a little bit. The big rigs come by us and we get tossed around a little bit. And I've been thinking about the RVortex generators. There's a lot of RVortex generators out there on the market. You know, owning a machine shop and a 3D printer farm, of course, I want to make my own. I think there are some improvements to be made on the offerings that are out there. And I want to really match the color and the fit and finish that I have on our Class A. So come join me as we explore adding RVortex generators to the back of a little Class A. I'd like to share with you how we came up with the shape of our RVortex generator. There have been a lot of different studies out there on the different shapes of RVortex generators for improving the efficiency of vehicles and aerodynamic airfoils out there. One of them is from the International Journal of Engineering, and what they do is they talk about all the different shapes that are out there for reducing the stiction or suction behind tractor trailers, RVs, airfoils, that kind of thing. And there are a lot of different shapes out there. There is the wishbone shape, the doublet shape, the counter-rotating, co-rotating, flat-bladed. And basically what all of them do is they produce vortexes that break up the suction behind your motorhome or your large RV. A lot of different companies have implemented this. One of them being 3M. 3M found there was a market for improving the efficiency of power generation windmills, and they apply these to some of the older windmill blades out there. Can you imagine installing these RVortex generators on these humongous blades out there? And again, there are a lot of different shapes out there. You can go on eBay and find the hourglass shapes out there. There's tons of different manufacturers out there, but what I wanted to do was share with you how I came up with ours, and we kind of combined the flat-bladed designs and the hourglass designs to come up with ours. And from in-house testing, we found that this was going to be the best for motorhomes and for tractor trailers. So it's about 4.5 inches long, 3 inches wide, about 1 inch tall, and it is manufactured here in the United States. Now, I don't just say that, but we actually use 3D printer filament from a company in Alabama, American Filament. So we truly are an American manufactured product using American supplies, and our RVortex generators are supplied with the very highest grade 3M, very high bond tape that is available. So it is truly the filament is from America, the double-sided tape is from America and made here in America. So that's a little different from all the different RVortex generators that are on the market right now that you can get on eBay or different suppliers. So I wanted to share that with you. I really hope that helps, and I hope this helps with your RVs or your motorhomes or your tractor trailers. We're going to install them on ours and on our enclosed automobile trailers, and do some more testing over the next year, and we'll have another video that follows up with what we found from that. So I hope this helps, and God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Back here at our little Class A with a basket full of RVortex generators, and they turned out really good. This is a translucent gray, and if you look at how it lines up, it really matches the paint scheme on the Coachman Murata. So we're gonna get these installed and see how it turns out. We've got a trip coming up to New Hampshire, so we're gonna record some new gas mileage numbers and test the removing of the suction behind the Class A. So let's get these installed. Like anything, you need to clean the surface really, really well before you peel and stick the 3M very high bond tape. So let's do that. Of course, I'd suggest washing and cleaning this whole area with some soap and water before you use the alcohol pads, but we did that before we parked it, so we should be nice and clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these equally all the way up the back of the motorhome, and we're going to space it with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Don't put them too close together. That won't allow the RVortex to actually generate, it'll actually kind of cancel it out. So it's better to space them farther apart than closer together. Rule of thumb, 1 inch to 1.5 inches between each one. The goal of about 1.5 inches. So let's get the first one, put it on here. The 3M very high bond is just as advertised. It is very high bond. So you don't want to press down until you're totally sure it's in the right spot, because it's really hard to remove once it's in place. So let's get this first one placed here. I'm going to put it on the back, take it right down here on the bottom, and there you go. Number 1 installed. Boom. And so what I'm going to do now is I have a pencil someplace. I lost my pencil. Let me go get a pencil. Got my pencil now. So we're going to go 1.5 inches between vortex generators. Right there. Gray pencil, gray RV, gray vortex generator. I could barely see that. All right, second one in place. I'm gonna put the back on first, kind of lining it up here. Put that right there. And this isn't super critical because it is airflow, but I like the way that's looking already. If you have a Coachman and you have this metallic gray color, that's really perfect. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to make it myself, because I wanted to match the color. I know different manufacturers out there sell, you know, solid black ones or solid white ones and that kind of thing, but I think this is actually going to look better. And from the test that we did, I think they're actually going to perform better, because there are offerings out there. 3M came up with a bladed vortex generator that they put on windmills to help the airfoil effect on a windmill, and that's what these are. These are straight blades. And then there's a well-known brand out there called the AirTab, which uses a wishbone shape. And well, this is kind of incorporating both of the designs. It's got the flat edge, and it's kind of a wishbone shape for generating it. And so that's why I came up with this, and we did some in-house testing, and I believe it's going to work excellent for our project here. So let's keep on going. These are looking really nice. I like the color matching there. So the next one here, of course, we've got a seam right here. So we're going to install this one right above the seam. Of course, it's not the same spacing, but that's okay. We also have an indicator light here. So I have a lot of work laid out for me as we go all the way up the motorhome, all the way across the top, and all the way back down the back side. On the slide, we're gonna do things a little bit different. And join me, we'll go over there and talk about that. Of course, there's no room back here, you know, to install that. So it's totally okay. We're going to install them right here on the back of the slide. So we'll go up the slide all the way up and work our way around, because it'll create the vortex, and it'll break that suction behind the motorhome. So we're going to get all these installed, test it out on our trip to New Hampshire, and do a follow-up video and tell you guys all the results. So thanks for watching. God bless you in the next video.
I've seen those before too.
Yeah, if you have a Lippard slim rack system and you have plastic end brackets, they're gonna break. You should replace those with an all aluminum end bracket that we manufacture. So check it out on our website.
It's held up pretty good too.
It's doing great. Hey. This is the test.